Host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they work this run upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. On the handoff, Abanikanda to the 36-yard line. Stop there. The Niners at 5-8, 3 games under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 2nd down now. Pickett trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mozzie Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Fields on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Again, it's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. James Cook with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Aubrey Good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
49ers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Looking to throw on second down. Oliver. And this is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Oliver. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On second down, Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards for the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, son.
Here's 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Fields. And that ball incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on second down, Oliver. That's caught. This is a Abanikanda. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oliver. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Off play action, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. waiting from the gun. Oliver. And he is caught on the move past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big third down play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Oliver. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taking it about the 1. crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers 6.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Looking to throw. Oliver. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
The give now to Abanikanda. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Oliver able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun. Oliver. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Oliver. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Oliver. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Oliver. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oliver. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Again, it's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing on third down, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the...
Touchdown, Vikings! Calvin Austin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On first down, Oliver. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again, Oliver. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays.
Touchdown 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Vikings 35, 49ers 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
Here we go, side.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Here we go, side.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And the slot man goes in motion left. They run again on first down. Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays,
11.
and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
He's across midfield, and some room to work. And down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Oliver. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap. Fields looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Here we go. You good? You got a mini base. Why not? Right.
On first down, it's Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Cook following the penalty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
3rd and 2, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Fields on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Don't jump.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Extend. Press. Punch right.
Again, Fields. And wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
49ers 16.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
17 at the 18-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a
stand up. Look. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay.